Which one?
With Cameron and Mace, they got their own like sports podcast now.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I've like I know it exists, but I haven't heard any of them yet. It's good though.
You know how they always be like pause.
Yeah,
Like you
yeah,
just
but
said,
that's
they call
not
me
from
Stacy.
them. That's like a very New York thing, I think, which is Cameron, obviously, like Harlem,
Mm,
right?
yeah, Harlem.
Um,
Him and Mace from Harlem.
so, um, yeah, they do that shit a lot. Also on the Road podcast. That's like my favorite
You like the
DJ
Yingling?
podcast. Oh shit!
Like a
For me,
nice,
no, that's
nice
for you. It's
Yingling.
for you. I'm a stick with the liquor.
You sure?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
I've
got
been
two.
going
One was
like
for you.
really.
Yeah.
You need a cooler? You can keep it cold.
Um, that's cool, bro. You went, up,
Hey, if you brought it for me, I'll drink 100%.
you went up and down the stairs.
110%. Here, drop that. Drop. Here, bring it over here. Bring it over. I'll drink it right now. Fuck this cooler. Fuck this cooler. Yes, sir. With PK, I would have brought my I have like a oversized Pirates koozie that's perfectly sized for this that I would have
Mm.
brought out, but I bought it at the Pirate game.
Would have been hard. How much was it?
Oh, who knows? Total mystery.
$38.99.
PK on Dr. Gold, man. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you so much for coming. Thanks for making the time. Thanks for making it up all them flights of stairs. Jesus. Jesus.
Yeah,
What did they
real.
do to you?
Including the first, before I came in the door, those stairs. Yeah.
So it's wicked. Pittsburgh's real. I can't imagine living in Pittsburgh with any kind of injury like that.
Yeah.
Hills on hills and steps on steps.
Yeah, I've been
We're known
thinking
for our
about
stairs.
the winter coming up, like slip and slide shit. Yeah, imagine the winter, like trying to come down your street, get out the car, like on the walker, like
Forget about it.
Yeah, I might have less activity in the winter. It depends how much a hill or not by the time it snows.
What happened to you, man?
Got shot, bro. Shot. That's what happened.
Was a spinal cord injury?
No, I got shot in the stomach one time. I only got shot once, but it did all type of damage, bro. Like, well, it went through the large intestine, but they said that's big, so they were able to cut some of that off. Broke my pelvis, and then it just stayed in my hip. But that's the problem with my leg is the bullet in the hip is like messing up the veins. Well, I just found out day before yesterday. I got what's it called? It's a medical term. I'm sure you would know.
Yeah.
Transected. My nerve is transected.
Holy shit. Which nerve? So one that's going to your leg?
The femoral
nerve?
Yeah.
Well,
So
that's
they
a
want me to talk to
crucial one.
some plastic surgeons and all this shit.
The way I remember that one is like you ever think of a kicker in football, like a kicker in or like Messi, like Lionel Messi. Every single muscle that you need to kick a soccer ball or a football is all femoral.
I bet. I just learned that out, like, cause my shin ain't working. Like, the part
Hip
you lift
flexion.
up.
Yeah, flexion.
I'm like
hip flexion.
Can't move it. This one goes right up. Like
There's-
when they did the test, the EMG.
Yeah.
Nothing, and then they went over here. Almost did a fucking split.
Jesus. So the sensory is out.
Yeah.
You aren't feeling anything there either. Yeah. Femoral has a lot of sensory function also. Interesting. There's only two other nerves in the leg. There's the back one, the sciatic, which everyone knows because people have back problems from arthritis and they end up with sciatica, which is just this radiating pain down the back of the leg. Goes to the toes. And then the obturator is the third one that allows you to bring your legs in. So, fuck, man.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you're on the mend. That's good. And you lived. That's very good.
Absolutely, bro. I'm not it already happened, so you just gotta be optimistic, keep it moving, bro. I'm blessed to say the least. I could have a shit bag. I got shot in my stomach. A lot of could be a lot worse.
Sure, everything's connected back up, that's good.
Took a minute though. I ain't eat for like shit. They put me on that food bag, whatever that white shit is,
Yeah, yeah,
and the IV
TPN.
thing.
You were getting food through
T-
the vein.
TPN. They did that
Jesus.
around day 16, but before that, had all those little hospital ice chips. Like that was all I could have in like
How did
less
you
than 1/4 of a cup. It was crazy, bro. I've never been through nothing like that. It was,
how did you make it through? What kept you going?
um, I didn't feel like I was done yet. I was like, man, I can't die yet. Um, just didn't feel like I was done with life, bro. And for me, a lot of prayer helped, and
Yeah.
a lot of family, a lot of people visited me, kept me upbeat.
It's not the only thing you've been through in the last couple of years, last year or 2.
Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. All type of shit.
A lot of tragedy. You talk about
Yeah,
it in your music. I
yeah,
mean,
yeah. On my last, the last song that I dropped, I talked a lot about it, but I talk about it often for sure. It's good therapy, though.
are there wins? Uh, is there anything positive going on?
Always, yeah, yeah. It's a lot of positive, bro. It's a lot of positive. The negative sometimes, it's a fight. Sometimes the negative beats you up, but yeah, it's a lot of positive, bro.
Tell me about the acting. That's been real exciting to see. I guess Pittsburgh is kind of like a spot
That shit is
for film.
fun. Yeah, that shit is fun and learn something every time. Get to meet a lot of people I admire. I don't have like main roles, so I'm real humble. But I get around some great people. Get to learn some shit and make a tiny bit of money.
I never told this story on the podcast, so I'm very excited to tell it, at least as much as I can remember.
Mm-hmm.
But it was the summer of 2006 or 2007. I was
That was
living in, this was around the time that you and
17
I would
years
have
ago.
been interacting for the first time, HCon. These were the HCon years. And I stayed in Pittsburgh every summer because I wasn't really that good of a student. I was smart, but I wasn't very organized.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I never learned how to be organized. My parents didn't have
Smart
that.
is one thing. The other part is
There's
another
some
thing.
people that can just sit there and study. That wasn't me. Okay. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like, I had a lot of interests. I was very curious, but I didn't have that laser focus.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I had to take less credits during the regular school year and balance it out by taking a few more over the summer.
Okay.
That was my secret to success in college. I tell
Mm.
everyone that. Basically 12 credits during the regular year and then 8 during the summer. Some
That was
people
your
can do
recipe.
18. Yeah, some people can do 18, but I couldn't. I couldn't get A's with 18. That was just it didn't work. So you balance it out over the summer, and I spent all
Why
my
was
summers
that
in
though? Because
Pittsburgh.
of DJing and shit like that.
Good question. I mean, extracurriculars definitely were involved. I think women, like I had a lot of interests, right? But definitely music was a big part of it. I
Mm-hmm.
was I was one of those people that I was somebody that couldn't say no. So they would say, "Can we get a volunteer for the pit dance marathon? We need a dancer." It's like, "Okay, I'll just dance for 24 hours straight while I'm studying for organic chemistry and I'm
Crazy.
doing flashcards on a table at 4 o'clock in the morning while they're bringing us breakfast." You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
college was
hit different.
wild. Yeah, college was wild. But this particular summer, 2006 or so, I was living with a kid named Cody Harding. He was the person who'd convinced me to join my fraternity, which is how I became a DJ, right? I was at
Oh,
ZBT.
dope.
That's where Bonix was. Bonix had left turntables there. Of course, I found out later he had taken the Technics, he had taken the good turntables. And so I had to learn on belt drives. But that's a whole nother story.
Shout out
Anyway,
Bonix. Good dude.
amazing, amazing, amazing. And he did show up at my place and teach me how to DJ. Like
Hmm.
I just like I had never met him. I really, only knew him because he was a Z, like he was in the fraternity, whatever. And I hit him up. I was like, hey, I knew he was living in Pittsburgh. I'd been to a couple gigs. Like he used to DJ at Peters on the bar. He would set up his turntables on the bar at Peters downstairs.
Dope.
Um, anyway, living with Cody Harding and another kid named Ryan Mark. And Cody wakes me up one morning and he goes, "We're driving to Mount Vernon, Virginia to go be extras in a movie.
Mhm.
You want to come with?" Well, yeah, let me hear some more, right? It was a weekend, it was a long weekend. I had no plans. It was like Friday, whatever. He goes, "We're gonna get paid $100 a day. All we do is, dip chewing tobacco,
Mhm.
and we're gonna learn how to fire black powder muskets, and the food is gonna be incredible. It's all gonna be covered.
Oh, the food is
We're
fire.
gonna we're gonna camp.
I love the food.
We're gonna camp, and it's gonna be the best time ever." Okay, sick. Let's do it. So I get in the car. We drive to Mount Vernon. Lo and behold, the movie that I'm in, which was the visitor center film for Mount Vernon, which is interesting, was being filmed at Mount Vernon. It's called "We Fight for Freedom," I believe.
Mhm.
But the actual action of the film, the battle which is being depicted, was Pittsburgh. It was the battle where George Washington takes command of General Braddock's troops. He tells General Braddock gets shot off his horse. This is the French and Indian Wars. General
Yeah.
Braddock is in command. This is where George Washington first establishes himself as a leader. This is an incredible story.
Wow.
General Braddock is in charge. He gets shot. He's killed. Falls off his horse. There's no leadership. There's smoke. Native Americans running through the woods. It's chaos. George Washington takes command. He can tell that his own troops are shooting each other because of the way they're lined out. He rides his horse down the line with his saber up and lifts the barrels of the muskets up to get his troops to stop killing each other.
That sound cap. That shit sound cap, man. I think they made that up. They made that up.
Very
You
possible.
would have been dead, bro.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah. These muskets are not quite as reliable as the old Glock 16.
Oh, yeah,
They kind of a lot of
They have
jams
switches
and
and shit. Yeah. But still, bro, how many people were in the line? You know what I mean?
so we're acting
Love
out
those
this
old stories, but
we're
that was
acting
cap.
out
That was cap.
we're acting out this old story from Pittsburgh, this Pittsburgh story in the woods in Mount Vernon,
That's the deep part.
and
From the bird.
waiting around for the lighting, waiting around for the smoke, learning all about the movie industry. Really amazing actors on the project. Waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning to do makeup and hair, having big wigs. People were painting our faces and our
I thought you
wigs.
was gonna have somebody in here do my shit. I'm all greasy and shit, man. Cause you started off.
My wife
mean.
could. My wife could.
Oh,
I started
I would
mean?
never, bro. I would never.
Mean? What did I say?
No, mean is a good word.
Oh, dope. All right.
Mean
good,
is a
good,
good
good,
word.
good, good, yeah.
You
Like
started
how
off
bad is
mean,
good. and
beautiful,
fat is good.
presented food. I wish I was hungry.
Oh.
Might take something home with me, but
Yeah.
you offered a lot.
Oh, for sure. You brought me a beer. So there were a lot of cool things about it. It was a lot of waiting around that I wasn't expecting. The food was much better than I expected. It was steak and lobster every time. It was really fun working with Jackie Chan's stunts. Jackie Chan's stunt team was doing all the that was who was playing the Native Americans coming out of the woods, beating us up. And so we were learning how to choreograph stunts and how to choreograph fights with these muskets. And I learned how to shoot black powder, which was really cool.
Mm-hmm.
But eventually it was time to sleep, and we were sleeping on the ground, which is not fun, as I'm sure you know. So we had a tent, and it's getting late, and we're kind of like dilly-dallying, trying not to pass out on the ground because it's miserable. And this guy who'd been like hanging around all day comes over. His name is what the fuck was that guy's name? Anyway, this dude shows up. And he's like, "I got a place in town, Alexandria, Old Town Alexandria." I don't know if you know, like DC, Virginia, whatever. It's all the same. Old Town Alexandria. I got a little place.
I'm in DC, but
There's nothing there.
I'm not sure about Alexandria.
Yeah, it's a cute little town. Whatever. It's a little Confederate kind of village. You just go and buy some old jewelry. It is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
They got the old Confederate cemetery, and it's like time never moved forward.
Yeah, super. Like, what year?
1863.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So Harvey is his name, offers us a place to stay in town. And we take him up on it. We go there, and it was a flop house. I mean, it looked like this was where he was taking, like, you know what I'm saying? Like his girlfriends or whatever. It was just like a mattress on the floor. Like there was no bed. It was just like, it was bare bones. But we were so happy. There was a shower, hot shower.
Hell yeah.
And we were like, we had a roof. You know what I'm saying? we go to work the next day, do our makeup, do our hair, sit around. Harvey comes over. How'd you like the place? How's everything going? Awesome, sweet. Why don't you come over to my place and have some, have some tea, have some mint juleps on me?
Oh yeah.
Okay, all right. So we show up at his place. Serves us mint juleps. Apparently, in order to have a real mint julep, you need fresh mint and you need a silver cup, a chalice that's made of actual silver.
Wow.
Okay, that's in order for it to be a legit mint julep. So we drink mint juleps, and then
Okay,
eventually he
yeah,
pulls out
so-
he pulls something out that was fragile. Okay, and the reason that I remember the story is because at one point his old lady comes in, and he had to hide it real quick, and he hid it with among his canes. He had to put it down among the cane collection.
Mhm.
You can't break it if it's in the corner, he said. And she comes out, this old woman. She's like 60 years old. She has a tray. Would you boys like some hors d'oeuvres?
Nah.
Anyway,
I feel like this is all cap, bro.
Harvey took good care of us. So, you
Shout out Harvey then.
what kind of projects have you been able to get involved with?
You talking about on the movie tip?
Yeah.
Mayor Kingstown was like I did the most work for that. Like we was working on that all of last year, pretty much, and then up to like I think around Christmas we were doing that. And I took a break for like a month, and then I came back in and was doing that American Rust with Jeff Daniels.
Whoa, very cool. Shout out to Jeff Daniels, Ann Arbor, Michigan,
Yeah.
Chelsea, Michigan. He has a theater where I grew up in Dexter called the Purple Rose of Cairo, named
Yeah.
after an amazing movie, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jeff Daniels. I've met him. I met him at, his son played hockey. And so he would take his son to the hockey match, and I asked him for an autograph, and he told me to fuck off.
Did he for real?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Which is his right, right?
yeah, he's allowed to.
Absolutely.
He's allowed to.
Busy man.
He was
especially back then. He had just done the
he
movie.
was tough with me too. He was tough.
You got to meet him a couple times?
Yeah.
Dope.
Mhm.
That's awesome.
Mhm. I was in it was just me, him, and this girl. He was in a scene. Me, him, and I can't remember her name. She's like a new hot new actor. But they were just talking, going back and forth, and they just wanted me to just like walk with them. And we just did that like 39 times, just walk across like by the what's the shit, the T station downtown Pittsburgh.
Oh, dope. The one that goes underground to the north side?
We were like over there and we just kept walking back and forth across the street. So after all that time, like 39 times, I'm like, man,
What do you think about
talking to them? Like, why not? Because they were just saying just banter, anything. Like I don't even know if they were actually recording those words. But it's like I'm gonna talk to him, and he was just real short and serious.
Yeah. See, there you go. He's like the opposite of the dude that's in Dumb and Dumber. Like,
So opposite.
You expect he's gonna be
That's what I wanted, and hell no, that was a movie. For real, bro.
Yeah, it was all cap.
Yeah. But he's cool. I mean, shit. It's a lot going on.
Yeah. I mean, I've never been a celebrity.
So you can't judge him.
Try not to. Yeah, exactly. Do you think that it's something that you are serious about? Like you want to get leading roles, and have you ever taken acting classes or
Yeah, I took some acting classes for sure. I did them after I started doing acting classes after I started just trying out for extra roles, just to tighten everything up. Of course, yeah.
dope? And do you have people like in the industry? I mean, I'm sure. I guess. Where did you grow up? Where are you originally from? Are you from McKeesport?
You could say that. I've been in McKeesport since '95.
Yeah.
So like I kind of grew up in North Versailles,
Mm.
and then I moved all around. Went to like 5 high schools.
Did you play football in high school? You had yourself in a
Played
football jersey in one of your
football.
albums.
No, that wasn't high school. And that one album, that was like
Was that
I was
earlier?
like 12 or something in that picture.
Okay.
Um,
Junior high?
I played until like yeah, junior high till like ninth grade, and then I
Same,
got kicked out.
same. I was like the
Kept
wha
smoking weed in school and all type of dumb shit.
yeah.
Yeah, I got kicked out. I came home from school, never forget it, and all these bags was in the front yard, and I seen my dad's car parked in front of my grandma's house, and I probably hadn't seen my dad in a real long time, and I was like, and I knew I had fucked up at school, but I just thought it was gonna be a regular night, and yeah, that was my last night out there, and I had to move with my dad. That's when I moved to the city from North Versailles to Homewood. First, I went to Olderdice, then I ended up going to Westinghouse. Went in a bunch of places, bro. Went back to McKeesport after that. Then I got my GED when I was locked up, like up in Maryland. They sent me to Maryland when I was like 16 and 17. And I got my GED up there. And then I came out. Hmm.
You have any lessons from time in, I guess, prison or jail? Like,
Hell yeah, stay the fuck out of there. Get a new plan. Get a new plan, bro. Like shit's stupid and dumb and horrible. It's not you only get one life to live, and living it in jail is not it, you know. A lot of us were taught the wrong shit by our big homies, bro, and those are the results, like jail, hospital, death. Nothing good comes from that. Nothing.
street life,
Street
right?
life is real.
Basically.
Yeah, it's real.
And the codes of the streets. This is one thing that I got into with Felon on the last episode, which we dropped today. It's a lot of work, but
I think I seen it. Yeah, I was looking.
it was like we were talking about snitching, and I thought it was really like kind of cool the way we hashed it out. It was sort of like I think the point was something like if you are the one that gets murdered, don't snitch. Or like no, sorry. If you get
How you
murdered,
gonna snitch?
it's okay to snitch. It's okay to snitch if you get shot and you die.
Okay.
We got pretty esoteric on that episode.
Damn. That was hard. I like that. That was hard. That was hard. I didn't snitch, you know.
Wow.
They came in
You
came in
knew
the hospital.
you knew what it was, and
Hmm.
wow.
They did the like movie shit with the pictures. I allegedly seen them. Allegedly, I seen them. I just kept going.
Mm.
I was like, how the fuck? Allegedly, I was like, how the fuck do they got a picture of this guy? This guy's actually, because I'm used to him not doing shit. So I'm like, these guys actually did their homework. You know what I mean?
The detectives
Yeah.
used to it just
Yeah,
being
they're-
like a clown show.
Yeah, it's normally a clown show, like 99% of the time.
The old-
I'm like, when I got shot, you guys were right this time? Oh, shit.
Wow.
You know?
Wow. Well, you're an important person. I wanted to tell you, I've been a fan of yours for 18 years. or something.
Oh, man, I appreciate that.
I'm serious. I was a huge
That's dope.
fan. I was a
That's
huge
dope.
fan when I started DJing for you. I thought I still do. I thought you were phenomenally talented.
Appreciate it, bro.
Life's short like a Newport.
Damn, okay.
You had
Okay, you tapped in. You
punchlines.
tapped in.
You had
tapped in.
punchlines,
Yeah.
delivery, stage presence, a great voice, good image. It was. I mean, I think it's. You still do. It's all
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, bro. That's what I was told. I heard that voice thing a lot.
Yeah. What's the name of my favorite rapper? Not Chic Luch. I like him, but
My favorite rapper is Jadakiss.
oh, Jada. Yeah, Jada's got an amazing voice too, right? Phenomenal.
Yeah.
Well, what about Shake It? She like the way that Pop Smoke.
Oh, he's
Pop
hard.
Smoke.
He's hard,
Yeah,
man.
amazing, right?
Yeah, man.
She like the way that I woo.
It's fucked up. He didn't have more time. Yeah, he has some dope music. Cause I don't listen to a lot of the younger guys because he was younger. I think he was in his 20s. But I was feeling his shit, man. It was dope. It's crazy what happened.
Some rappers, we don't even find out about who they are until they get shot or killed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sometimes that's what it takes.
The internet's crazy. Yeah, if you die, you'll turn up. Ain't that some
Do
shit?
you remember in The Sopranos when the rapper hires the mafia to shoot him in the fleshy part of the thigh? The episode is called "The Fleshy Part of the Thigh."
I don't
And
remember
so
that episode. No.
they hire the mob to shoot him so that he can blow up,
So his image was okay.
to make him a little more legit.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy. I gotta go back. I was just thinking about watching The Sopranos again.
I think I'm on my 4th or 5th rewatch.
I'm watching Wu-Tang right now.
Nice. The documentary?
No, the American Saga.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I saw that. Fantastic. Yeah, Shaolin, Staten Island.
Peace,
What
God.
a place. What a place.
Peace, God.
And the RZA and the Jizza and Inspector Deck. Inspector Deck is my favorite out of all of them and the most slept on by far.
Yeah.
Method Man is like incredible. Really, really all of his own right. But is he really a core member or more of peripheral? I feel like you got.
I gotta get Raekwon on the phone.
Raekwon, Inspector Deck,
Oh,
Jizza, RZA, Old Dirty Bastard. That's like the main kind of Voltron.
Well, the way they're depicting the series, it's like, yeah, meth don't always be around.
No, there's a lot of peripheral ones. There's a like a single I have behind me, which I always assumed was a Wu-Tang album. Well, You God is You God, maybe You God, but it's it's a collaboration with this French artist named IAM.
Him and You God.
It's not You God. It's a dude that's like even more peripheral.
Wow.
Like a really out there peripheral. I mean, if you counted everyone who had like a Wu-Tang affiliation, you'd be in the 40, 50,
right,
60 more people. And that was actually what they were famous for. I'm sure you heard this part of the documentary where they talk about how deep they would roll all their shows, where they would show up at a New York like club and it would be 100
Well, that's
dudes.
how I found out about the cover. I never knew. I seen that cover a million times, and they got this, the leggings on their face. And that
Balaclava.
supposedly was supposed to be real, according to what I just watched. I was like, wow, that's dope.
Yeah.
They just rest the stage, like, fuck that.
METHOD, man.
I think that's what they ran out to.
Hey,
was that it?
Get off my...
Yeah.
You don't know me, and you Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with.
But what's crazy is he raps way better than that. Like, that was one of his first hits. He raps way better than that.
But there's something to be said about that naivete or that innocence when you really don't know how to do something, how pure your efforts are.
Mm-hmm.
I got a fat bag of 40s and got me some homies. I'm about to go get lifted. And it's very, it's free, right? So when you know less, you're less constrained. You're less constrained by rules. You don't know the rules, then you don't have to follow them.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I think alcohol and marijuana and other intoxicants can help people find creativity, right?
Facts. Mm.
You're able to break free from the patterns. You're able to escape those kind of rules.
Yeah, the line's good.
Although I've been listening to a lot of Rick Rubin lately. Tetragrammaton, the podcast, phenomenal.
Haven't watched it yet.
He talks about that it can go either way. So you can either make a rule. So what we were just talking about is about breaking rules. So you can either remove rules in order to allow for creativity to take place, or you can give yourself a rule. So put a restriction on yourself. Mm-hmm. Let's say we make beats for your new album without any samples. So we play all the instruments, or we use, pots and pans for the new album, or we, every song we have a feature from a female artist, or every song we have, is about violence and retribution, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
create some kind of constraint in order for the creativity to take place.
Mm.
A similar type of constraint would be like proximity. So, for example, the creation of Paul's Boutique, the Beastie Boys album, everybody's just in one place. They bought themselves an apartment in LA and
Mm-hmm.
they didn't leave until the album was done. They had all this money from the record studio. They said, you know, you have to make this sophomore album. Here's $10 million. Just, and then they just spent the money on rent and food and beer and lived there in studio time. Just
It's
lived there
hard.
until it was done.
It's hard.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Beastie Boys.
Shout out to the Beastie Boys. Amazing. They have a street in New York
50
now.
years of hip hop.
That's crazy to think about, right? I definitely was not around for most of those years. Right? Well, I guess I was. Huh.
Shit. You my age, ain't you?
Yeah, 37, almost 37.
You was shit. You was I mean, you were a baby, but you was there for them old ass niggas. What's the cousin's name? Oh, no disrespect though. It's all fun and games. You might have missed MC Shan, but you was there for like
My first
Crisscross.
That's who Felon said inspired him to become an MC. My first memories of hip hop was my cousin, who's not an actual cousin, named Sarah Oceani, who lived with me growing up. I had like a ton of kids who lived with me growing up. My mom just like took people in, and she played me.
She sounds dope.
Oh, she's amazing. Yeah, she was one of 5. There's 1 boy and 4 girls. Most of them live in Detroit. They're all super interesting people. And she played me 2 different artists. One was Biggie Smalls, and the other one was female artist, female like a MC, Remy Ma, not Remy Ma, like Foxy Brown. It was Foxy Brown and Biggie Smalls. It was
Your
like
mom?
no. This is Sarah Oceani,
Oh.
my foster sister.
Mm-hmm.
She introduced me to hip hop.
Okay.
Yep.
Dope.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I was hooked right from the beginning. I thought it was like, for me, it sounded like something new. It sounded like nothing I'd ever heard before. I was hearing on the radio
Biggie. Yeah,
in Detroit. There wasn't hip hop on the radio in Detroit where I was hanging out. And WJLB, there was hip hop, but I wasn't listening to that, or I didn't get it where I was growing up in Ann Arbor. What I heard was rock, 88.7 rock. I was heavy in rock. I heard Ghetto Tech After Dark. I heard oldies, the Motown sound. And then the Motown channel after midnight would play Ghetto Tech. Like it now. Like it now. Like it now.
After
that kind
midnight?
of shit. Yeah. Yeah. DJ Assault. DJ Assault and DJ Godfather.
That's hard.
It was interesting. Definitely. Yeah. I still like all that electronic shit.
I was up to D, bro. I was up there one time. I like Detroit.
Oh yeah.
I like Detroit. Yeah.
Do you like to travel?
Absolutely. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Traveling is great, bro. It's shit. I love traveling, bro. It's like one of my favorite things to do. Yeah, for sure.
What would you do if you could do anything?
Like, keep wanting to sit this shit on the floor. What you say?
If you could do anything, like if you could have any job, if you could have any life, what would you be doing?
It wouldn't be one thing. It would be like a mixture of things, bro. I would be trying to help the youth in some way, shape, or form. It's actually what I'm trying to get together now. I don't know whether it would be through like music, or actually just community shit, like just hands on with the youth. I don't know. I would definitely be working with the youth. But other than that, like shoot my own movies. I'd be cool with that, bro. Like just my own independent shit. I just like films. Have enough money to buy all my equipment that I don't need nobody to except extra bodies, but like just be able to be independent in film and just be able to help people, bro. I want to stay in entertainment in some way, shape, or form, for sure.
Love that. Have you done any shorts or any kind of like projects where you're directing?
I've helped out with shit. I don't have any of my own. Like this is me, but I've definitely helped out with a lot, bro.
I like the fire music video.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Fire.
That was a little bit of, that was something light of what I could like just organize, like yeah, that was dope. Shout out Money Man Rich and my dog Ruger Room. We had a ball, bro.
The second verse is great. I mean, yours is great, but I
Mhm.
like he's got like a little bit more high pitched and like more aggressive kind of
Cause
sound.
he's in it right now. Like how, I was in it when you were in college, like
Mm.
he's really that guy. Shout out Money Man Rich, man. He's doing his thing right now. You gotta check him out.
Who else is
You gotta
excites you?
spin one of his singles, man, at the next club you go to.
I'm down. I've been DJing. I finally started DJing.
I,
Took me
s-
a
I
year.
seen you use that gold mark and shit like that. Yeah.
Took me a year to get in. I had to
Dope.
sneak in through the back door,
I
nugget
thought you had been doing it. I wasn't tapped in.
when I was a kid. Yeah, when I was in college, when I was
No,
here,
I'm talking about like lately. I thought you've been doing it lately.
I figured I would get like at least a monthly at
So this was
G
like
Mark.
just
This was on Dapp's party, Dr. Dapp.
okay.
The wild part is like the the DJs now that are teaching workshops on how to DJ,
hmm
they like hadn't started DJing yet when I left Pittsburgh to go to medical school. You know what I'm saying? It's a
hmm
literal whole other era.
Hell yeah, bro. Hell
It's
yeah.
a total different era.
It's, that's why I'm ready to just, work with them, bro. It's their time. You know what I mean? It's definitely their time. Like the youngins in my area, they still go crazy about me. Like they make sure they put me on all their projects
Dope,
and shit like that.
dope.
So I do a million features, but you know, I stay in my little bubble, especially after this incident. I ain't running around fucking with these young guys like that. Plus they're positive. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Like, yeah. I think there needs to be some kind of healing. I was trying to get Kamar, Kahari Mosley on the podcast,
hmm
the politician. I think he'll be on soon. But
That's dope.
there's a bunch of reasons that I want to get him on. And one reason has to do with the event tomorrow night that I'm going to, which is about the deaths at the Allegheny County Jail.
Wow.
So there's a reporter named, I think, Rachel something, and she's been doing a deep dive onto this and investigating all these deaths. There's been like 7 in the last year. It's like a huge deal.
Yeah.
And
More than that, if you go a few years back. Yeah.
exactly, yeah, yeah,
hmm
yeah, yeah, and it's much higher than the national average for a facility of its size. And so,
Yeah, it's a shithole in there. I ain't been there in a long time. I'm just having flashbacks there because I still hear stories.
yeah.
My boy went to jail last night, so he just called like, bro. I'm like, damn, got to do better.
Well, what can we do? What's the what are the concrete steps that we can take forward? That's what the question I want to ask Kahari Mosley, right? Is like, well, what's the solution? This is obviously an unsafe situation.
hmm
What are we going to do about it?
Man, you got to fire everybody and start over. As far as with the jail, like the situation,
Yeah.
what we talking
Yeah, yeah. Well,
with the
there's
jail?
so many
Like,
levels. I mean, you can talk jail. We can just talk about life on the streets. We can talk about the violence problem in Pittsburgh. I mean, that's the real question I have to ask him is like, why are people getting shot downtown and in the South Side now? What's going on?
yeah,
Where were you? Where was your shooting?
in McKeesport.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. What the fuck is going on in Pittsburgh that there's so much gun violence? It wasn't like that when I was living here last. Was it? Was I just naive when I left
might be a little bit worse. I don't know. We might be
2000?
more aware because of the net, but no, it is different though. I mean, when I was young, I couldn't even, if I wanted to, I couldn't even get my hands on the type of even weaponry these young dudes can get.
So you think it has to do with the availability of handguns?
That's one thing. Yeah. That's not all though, That's one thing.
because people could always get handguns, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I mean, I didn't become a gun advocate or gun owner, or I didn't have really any interest in guns until a couple years ago. So when I left Pittsburgh in 2011, I didn't have any. I think it wasn't until like living in the South, living in Charleston, kind of like being around a lot of outdoors type people, hunters and
Mhm.
fishermen and people that kind of had that kind of relationship to the land. Um, and then also, of course, being married to my wife and her kind of libertarianism sort of opened my mind to this idea that, you know, I have a family now. I think that was the big part. It's like, I have a family.
Hell yeah.
What am I going to do if somebody comes in here?
Definitely.
What if somebody walks in here with a fucking, like, you know what I mean? It's
You
a
gotta lay
lock.
'em
I've got a
down.
lock. That's it.
No, you gotta lay
Fucking
'em down.
lock. A lock. That's all you got. A
No.
911.
Yeah. Take too long. Take too
It's
long.
not going to cut it.
Mm.
Not when you have what I have on the line. When you have
Not
what I
with what
have.
I seen downstairs, brother. No, no.
Thank you. Exactly. Yeah, I've got
Mm-mm.
babies. Not that I have like $1 million or something like that. I got babies. So, um,
You ain't got a million yet. Ain't you a doctor, bro? Gotta have an M. You're lying. That's cap too. I'm gonna call out all the cap on this episode, bro. Cap. I wish I had like a referee little thing to throw in.
We should do like a
That's
little.
cap.
We could do something like that. We could have like a little replay. I've thought about that. That'd be dope. Or I could hook up the mixer. I could really just have this mixer have little samples on it and turn it on where each time, like you could have your 8 and I could have my 8. We just
Mhm.
bing.
Yeah,
That's cap.
That's definitely cap, bro. Ain't no way. What is I'm about to interview you. What is a neurologist? Because I was looking. I know it's the head doctor.
Yeah, brain doctor, I usually say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. We do everything except cut. Right. So we diagnose the conditions that affect the
That's
brain and the spinal cord
extreme.
and the peripheral nervous system. So
That's
seizure,
extreme.
so epilepsy, headache, migraine, movement disorders, neurodegeneration, dementia, stroke,
Alzheimer's.
gallstones,
Alz.
Alzheimer's. Yeah,
Did I say Alzheimer's? I don't know how you pronounce it.
yeah.
That's what we call it, Alzheimer's, but I think it's Alzheimer's or
Some people say
something.
old timers, which is really funny. Old timers, because you're an old timer, right? When you get it,
Yeah, yeah.
that's pretty funny. But
Granddad had that. That was fucked up.
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah,
But you can diagnose that.
sure. I do. I do diagnose it.
Crazy.
That's my job.
I know you got an M&M laying somewhere.
Morbidity and mortality.
A million.
Oh no. I'm still in training. Believe it or not. Believe it or not. I have 7 diplomas. I just hung them up. I had someone hang them up
Well,
for
that's
me
why you
today,
owe a million.
and I have 1 more left that I still need.
Oh, you're still going to school
I'm
right
I'm
now?
not in school, but I'm in training. I'm in training to be a movement disorder neurologist. So I'm in training. I'm already a neurologist, and I'm in training to become a Parkinson's doctor.
Oh, okay.
So Parkinson's, tremor, anything that moves, like you, right?
Still moving. They slowed me down for sure.
I
I
do.
can't run. Like you said, if somebody comes in there, what the fuck? I hope you do got a gun in this. A wifey will handle it. That's dope too. That's
I've
hard.
been trying to get her on that. She's not quite there yet, but I'll get her there. I think when we have like land, you know what I mean, where when you can shoot out back.
Yeah, you could just take her in the
Like,
back and let her
that's
do
a
her
different
thing.
thing.
Yep.
I can do that at my folks' place in Michigan.
Oh,
They have
for
enough
real?
land in Ipsy. They have chickens, like they have 10, 15 acres. And so plenty.
Shout out my little cousin Wayman. He just showed me he got some chickens over in Clarendon.
Hey, dope.
Yeah, I was like, you got chickens? That's hard. Yeah.
It is. I think that's kind of the dream, right? That was my mom's dream anyway. I don't know if it's mine. I still feel like I'm young and I want to travel, but I'd love to have dogs and chickens and goats and, you know what I mean? Like, it's something cool about not throwing anything away. I want to be in a spot where I can just, like, if I have food waste, it goes to the chicken. And then they fertilize the land and things grow, and it's just all, you know what I mean? I wanna be off the grid.
Recycle.
I wanna be off the fucking grid, man. I want solar power, water, hydropower,
When you get there, let
deep
me know,
well.
cause like nature's one of my favorite things. Like I would love to be able to sustain like out somewhere far out. It'd be hard.
Have you ever been
At least
anywhere
like a
like that?
second house. Like my second house is like out in the middle of nowhere.
West Virginia is dope for that. I've
I've been
thought a lot
looking
about
at
that.
all type of
Summersville, I love
things to
Summersville.
do up there. Like what's it called? West Virginia.
New River Gorge, the newest national park in America is the New
Yeah.
River Gorge National Park, right?
Hmm.
Amazing, and you can hike underneath the bridge. You can walk on those little on the piers.
I can't do that, but I can look at the terrain and just enjoy it. Especially fall. Fall's my favorite time of the year.
It's gorgeous. Yeah,
So that'd
that's
be
when
hard. I think I'm gonna go up there real soon, bro. I just like, cause I can't really walk my dog. I just want him to come back. I never took him nowhere that open. And I'm like, what if he just keeps running? You feel me?
mm,
That would be crazy. Like somebody go get my dog.
what kind of dog do you have?
Pit bull.
You got a pet?
Hmm.
Yeah, male or female?
Male. Max.
Max.
Yeah.
You got his.
Max the relaxer.
He still got his stuff.
I would never cut his nuts off. That's crazy, bruh. Everybody told me to, but shit, I wouldn't let nobody cut mine off. Why are you gonna cut my best friend's balls off? That's crazy, bro.
Is it your first dog? You've had
Nah,
other.
he's like a third dog.
I love pit bulls. My best friends in South Florida had a pit bull named Princess, who I absolutely loved. I used to take care of every once in a while. They'd let me dog sit her
That's
on
the
Deerfield Beach. It was a beautiful, beautiful pit. I think it's real interesting to me how they get like a bad rap because they're not any more violent than any other dog to me,
nah.
right?
No, I don't believe at all. Unless I guess if you train them like that, but I don't know because I never trained my dog to be like crazy or mean. So it's just a nice pet like any other pet, bro.
Totally.
He's a little strong. You know what I mean? He's a little strong and shit,
Yeah, they
but
can be strong-willed.
don't mean no harm at all. It's a good dog, bro.
Good guard dog.
Hell
It
yeah.
barks loud if somebody random comes up in the crib.
Super loud.
Yep. Yep.
Anybody comes in the crib. Except mommy. He used to be like cool when mommy came through, but other than that, yeah, he's going crazy, bro. Rest in peace to mommy.
Yeah, I'm sorry for your loss.
Mm-hmm. It's part of getting old, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm scared as hell. I know, like, I'm in the middle of job search right now, and so
Mm-hmm.
I'm like just looking as close as I can get to back to Michigan, man.
For
Like,
real?
oh yeah, and I would take a job in Detroit, like even if it's not perfect, I'll be like, yeah, let's go. I've been talking to them. It's it's it's, it's a decent offer what they have, and we'll see.
Oh, you already got some on the table. That's hard.
Oh yeah, yeah, I got offers in Grand Rapids, and then I have a few other things percolating. Been
That's
flying
dope.
around. Flying around is fun when they fly you out and put you up in the hotel and take you out to the dinner, wine and
Hard.
dine you. I don't
Hard.
drink the wine though. I don't do at night. I'll drink after I leave,
Right.
but not while I'm sitting there talking to them.
All business for sure. You always been smart, bro. What's up with your man's? Well, not your man's. I don't know if it's your man's, but I'm just thinking about back in the day, around the time we met.
Yeah, basic
Like
sickness.
DJ. Nah, I already know you know what's up with him. Shout out to my
My best
dog,
friend,
man. Shout out
Ryan
to
Cassidy.
yeah, I love him.
Yep.
Great guy.
Yeah, he put you on at the HCon.
Yeah, he put me down. Yeah, I put basic on like a couple of my albums. Like
Do you
my
remember
niggas used to be like,
who
"Where'd you
is
find
this?
this white guy?" Like, you know what I mean? I'm like,
Do you
"That's my dog."
do you remember the Commonwealth fam cookout where Wiz
Am I allowed to say
performed?
niggas?
You say whatever you want.
Okay, I didn't know.
If you're comfortable with it.
I'm very comfortable with it. Forgive me, Pastor Nick. Oh, I forgot it. I forgot I'm in this changing mode where, damn, yeah, but you know I'm still learning, Pastor Nick, man. I'll get there one day.
Call him Pastor Nick.
No, that's too controversial. You talking about Kaepernick?
No. I thought Colin Pasternak was also a football player, but I could be wrong. I know Colin Kaepernick.
No, my pastor's name is Nick.
I know. That was the joke.
All right, I smoked a lot of weed before I came because you said I could. You said I couldn't smoke here, so I said I'm smoking everything right now. I just smoked it all, and I said, "Damn!" From the dorm on is a little excessive to have smoked all this weed.
And you were stuck in the tunnels trying to get here. I put you in there during rush hour,
bro. I said, "Oh, I forgot about that too." But it ain't as bad. It's bad, but it ain't as bad as the Parkway. It's not as bad as the Parkway.
Yeah, it's not as bad as the Squirrel Hill Tunnel.
Because I came 51. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's not as bad as the.
Yeah.
If I came down the Parkway and then came this way, that would have been like a whole different thing. But it wasn't that bad. But it was slow though. It was slow. And then, man, crazy story. Then I was at my boy's store. Shout out to Stash Account Fashion. I was there.
Wait, let's zoom in. Here we go. Wait for it.
Stash Account Fashion, man. I was telling my dog Pound, like, yeah, I'm about to go do this podcast with Tips. And I'm going to grab, like, a beer or two. That's who I was smoking weed with. We was getting real high in it. And I was like, man, I'm going to grab a Yingling and grab him one. And then the first I grabbed them, and then I threw him in the back seat. And I turned blasted my radio, bro, so I couldn't hear nothing. And I felt wet shit on my neck. The beer's busted up in the back seat, so it was just spraying everywhere. Like right now, my whole car smells like alcohol. But I had like a beer before I came out here. But if I would have got pulled over, they would have thought like I was super fucked up.
Yeah, wait until they see you walk.
So and then I get out. Yeah. But so I turn back and I go back to the beer store, and I'm like, bro, he's like, did you forget something? I'm like, nah, bro, them shit's busted in the back seat. And he just gave me some more beer for free.
Is this the story of why you were late?
That's why I was late. I went back to get more beer. That's why I was late. Yeah. And I had to do a little bit of cleaning.
Okay.
I swear to God,
Jesus.
that's why I was late. Ain't that crazy?
That's pretty funny.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty funny.
I was like, I got to wipe the smell down. You know what I mean? I got to wipe the smell down, and I got to go get some more beers. And I didn't looked in the glove compartment, no paper towels from McDonald's or none of Wendy's, none of that shit.
You can't still be eating that.
Once in a blue
after the surgery?
No, it's ridiculous. But if last resort, I eat pretty good, bro.
Good.
Eat pretty good.
Good. I mean, obviously you've lost a lot of weight.
I gained a lot of it back, but I still lost a lot. Like,
good.
Yeah, but I'm still probably 15, 20 pounds less than I was before I got shot. But yeah, I lost a lot. Gained some of it back. That's the thing, bro. Like, me not being able to work, like, staying busy. Like, I do physical therapy a couple times a week, but it's not, like, super hard working out. It's more trying to get this back together. So,
yeah,
you gotta keep moving or you'll gain weight in weird spaces, bro.
Do you remember that party? Do you remember the show I'm talking about? The Commonwealth Fam Cookout where Wiz performed and you performed and Basic performed? It was out in a parking lot. It was the last time I saw you. Probably the last time I saw you. You and I were talking in a field in a parking lot.
Yeah. You talking about in Monroeville?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Because I did a few with Commonwealth and Basic and Wiz. I was trying to think which one. But yeah, that was hard with the wet t-shirt contest, the car show. I think Real Deal was battling an animal. That was hard. Yeah, that was hard. I remember that. If that's what you're talking about.
Yeah. I don't remember all of those elements. I don't actually remember ever seeing Real Deal perform, which is interesting. Like, I've seen him at Smiling Moose a bunch of times when we were DJing.
You never watched one of his battles?
No, I've seen 100 of his battles. I'm a huge fan, but I don't remember ever seeing him in person, is the point.
He used to always be on Carson. You were on Carson a lot, if I could remember. Yeah, you was down
Joe. Joe probably brought the speakers for that.
Probably.
That joint.
But Real didn't. You're right. I mean, he wasn't like a crazy performing his regular songs. He normally steps out when he battles.
I think that's his talent. I mean, you know, like every rap battler wants to become a recording artist,
Mhm.
right? Ultimately, I mean, there's a reason that established recording artists don't battle. Like once
Hell
you
yeah.
make it, like once you get a deal, you don't just go back to the leagues, right?
You better not. One of them motherfucking hungry motherfuckers will chew you and make you look stupid.
That's
You know
right.
what I
That's
mean?
right. Yeah, they're scared. No, that's a good point.
That's what it is.
That's a very good point. That's what
Hell
happened to
yeah.
Cannabis. That's what happened to Cannabis and Disaster, right? That ended his career in some ways. He came out with that sling on his arm
I forgot about that. Yeah, that's
and the
real.
notepad.
That's real hip
He
hop
had to pull out the
history.
notepad.
Yeah. And then some
Yep.
people try to. Who was that? Well, he was a battle rapper. Like I know Cassidy was like going back and forth.
That's the one. That's the one person who's been able to do it. And Joe Budden
Joe
is
Budden.
dope for going back in. What would happen to the world if Eminem
I
took a
don't know
battle?
nothing about. I fuck with Joe because of his podcast. I like him as a
Dope. Great
podcaster.
podcast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's great at that.
Killer.
Yeah, I was watching that this morning.
I think it, every podcast that I like does video. It's so remarkable to me that there are people that are even considering doing podcasts with just audio.
Yeah, man, you gotta add the video.
It's crucial. What do you
Gotta add the
even
video.
I mean, first of all, as artificial intelligence gets better and better, people need to see your face moving to know that you're real. They need
Yeah,
to know that
literally, like not even just. I just learned that like somebody put me on some game on TikTok. Like I used to, because I got on every site late, or at least I feel like that. So I don't. First, I thought TikTok was just for kids. You know what I mean? I'm like, I'm not fucking with TikTok.
yeah,
But man, it's a whole nother avenue. But I used to just put pictures up, like, and they would just slide with like music behind it.
yeah.
And somebody told me that you can't like, you know, how you put the hashtags, like FYP for for your page. That like makes a lot more people see it. But if it's not live video, that doesn't work. A lot of people don't know that.
Whoa.
So if you got slides and you're wondering why you only got like 20, 30 people looking at them, it's because it's not live video. It can only reach so far. Learn something new every day. You know what I mean?
Algorithm is powerful.
That's what I'm trying to learn, the algorithm, like for sure. Because I
I wanna
started
learn the
getting like
code.
small ass checks in my citizens account. And I was like, what the fuck is this? And it would say like Facebook Inc. Um, other shit. And I was like, wow. I forgot I had monetized my page, to be honest. And then because I wasn't coming out with a lot of music, I was going through shit, you know what I mean? I got shot, lost both of my parents, so I was like in a different space. Man, lost tons of friends too. It's so much that like I be feeling
Ivory.
bad. Like I forgot my
Ivory.
dog died. Like
Ivory died.
Ivory, Mayo,
Mayo died
you
from the
know what I mean?
58s.
Yeah. I mean Mayo's over my house every day. Ivory, I used to date his sister. He was like a brother to me. I known Ivory since shit. We grew up together. I known Ivory since I was like, he's a little bit younger than me, but I known him since I was like 4 or 5, bro.
Ivory the Human Hustle. He used to work at Kashi.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Kashi?
He used to run around with them shiny kicks.
Yep.
I never got a pair. Did you get a pair?
Never.
Yeah, I ain't
Never.
never get
I
a
wore
pair.
one of John Geiger's once.
Oh, yeah, them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is he cool? I heard they was trying to Nike was trying to sell him.
Yeah. I bought a pair as like an investment and it lost money. And then I talked to somebody about it. Wade Anthony, he's kind of one of the younger cats who's been
Uh,
really cool, like doing really good with the DJing world and also really interested in like digital technologies, Bitcoin, crypto, things like that. He's also
you still fuck with that?
I still get 5% of my paycheck in Bitcoin. I get 5% in savings and 5% in Bitcoin. 5% goes directly into my Apple savings account, high interest savings account, 7% savings, and 5% goes in straight in Bitcoin.
My dog. Shut up, my dog B tips, man. I was like, you know what? Bro, when you asked me to come down here, I was like, I'm gonna definitely go fuck with the bro. For sure.
Hell yeah. I
you know.
appreciate
But
it,
I'm
man.
like, bro, I was looking at from the outside, looking in. I'm looking at your fantastic life, and I'm like, bro, should be cool, but like should be crazy in mine. And I'm like, I was like, just admiring your accomplishments, and
Oh, thanks,
I
man.
was like, I don't know if I'm ready to go down here with this big dog, man.
There's nothing big about it.
You
I'm,
know what I mean? Like this is a big dog. He was down there partying all the nights with us, but you still, like you said, you might have had to take the summer,
summer
couple.
was clutch.
You might have had to do the summer shit, whatever you had to do.
Summer
You
school was
made it
clutch.
happen. So
Yeah.
salute to you, bro.
Yeah, going back to school was clutch. I had a meeting with, one of my professors from Pitt, he was one of my biology professors. He told me something like, "You can't take too many years off. People will start to wonder.
Hmm.
You gotta get back in there. If you have too big of a gap in your resume, you'll have to explain it. You'll have to account for it. You'll have to tell people what you accomplished over that time period."
Uh huh.
And that was one of the things that really helped me. I don't know if he's still alive or not, and I can't remember his name, but I could dig it up. I'll probably dig it up for the notes. I like to
Yeah,
add notes to
yeah,
the
yeah.
podcasts.
Yeah,
And
put him in there, man.
yeah, hell yeah. No, he really helped me, and it was cool that he took that meeting. We met at um uh Panera in Oakland.
Okay.
Sat outside and ate, and he he told me, he didn't pull any punches. I think
Y'all should have went to the Showcase Barbecue in Homewood. Well,
Showcase in Homewood is legit.
that would have been way harder, but Panera's cool. It's more
It
business
was
like.
mostly, yeah, it was mostly about the discussion. Actually, that institution got in trouble for hiring, I think, all blonde, like young female
It was
staff.
like what was that
You remember
store in the
that?
mall? Like Abercrombie.
Yes, yes, that's what they were doing. That's what they tried to say. They were like, they're models. It's like it's a fucking restaurant, bro.
Right, right, right. Damn, that's crazy.
Like it's not Hooters. What are you talking about?
Yeah, yeah. They still got Hooters.
I guess. Yeah, I mean, definitely in South Florida, got Twin Peaks, Hooters, a lot of them restaurants. They call them. You ever hear that?
Ooh, never heard that one. That's hard. Restaurants. No, that's new. I'm gonna steal that one. I gotta steal that. I hope they ain't copyright that one. That's hard. Restaurants. Um,
Do you ever make any beats or ever get involved in that kind of on that side?
Never with my fingers. Nah. Um, More like with my brain. Yeah,
Yeah, you kind of help
like
the
some
producers
Diddy
out.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah, like you're the executive
I
producer.
wish I did though. I feel like before you really hit like a large peak, um that's the easiest way to get some money. Rapping is not very lucrative until you get to a certain spot. You know what I mean? I wish I made beats.
I mean, it's never too late, man. There's a ton
I,
of
I like to
tutorials on there.
perfect shit though. I feel
Ableton,
like,
so easy.
there's people that have been doing it for so long. I don't want to be like
You don't want to be a
still.
novice. You're scared to be a novice. That's okay.
Yeah,
Like that's okay. I
yeah.
mean, but there's a lot of power in being a novice. We were just talking about it, right? With Method Man,
Mhm.
how his earliest music was kind of his most exciting,
Mhm.
right? The
Definitely.
less you know, the more powerful you are in some ways,
No, that is true.
right? Like
I've seen it happen.
how children can have the craziest ideas, the most wild suggestions. My son was like, "Why can't there be a helicopter underwater? What?
Whoa.
Doesn't make any sense." Like, but maybe it does. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Maybe it
if
does.
you relieve yourself of all these preconceived notions, you can access very, very significant information. You can get to somewhere that's important. That's the psychedelic journey.
Wow.
You have to free yourself. Free your mind.
I ain't even gonna get that deep, man. I had a meeting last night. Was that last night? Yeah, that was last night.
NA?
No, church group.
Oh, dope.
Um, but I tried. I grew up in NA because my mom raised me in NA. Like,
Wow.
So I've been going to NA since like not on because I needed to go until I needed to go, but like I was a kid in NA, like sleeping and
Wow.
cutting up outside. My mom had to leave the meeting because I done threw Gerard through the Family Dollar's front window and the alarm went off, like just bad as shit. But I was always at NA since I was like 12, so I knew a lot about it. And then before my mom passed, she had like 30 years clean, so she was like a lot
Wow.
of
Wow.
she was an inspiration for a lot of people that were just trying to start getting clean.
So dope.
So I would try not to disrespect her because I still dibble and dabble. So I would just come through like on her anniversaries and things like that and just come support her. Yeah. So, but I know about it from that.
I think the people who discount what Alcoholics Anonymous NA can do are totally missing the point. Any person who says something like, I can't get down with that because I'm not spiritual. I don't
You don't
believe
have to
in
be spiritual.
God. So they have nothing to offer me. It's like, what are you talking about? What in the world are you talking
Bro,
about?
I still do meetings sometimes, and people might hate this or like it, and I don't give a fuck. And I still drink, bro. Like, I don't see why I can't still try to learn some or still try to help myself, even if I'm not there yet. Why not? I feel like if you start getting into it, that's how you can start to help yourself. You know what I mean? Some people just think you got to be perfect to jump into something, and that's not the case.
It's like saying every person who's at church never sinned.
We know that's a lie. You know what I mean?
Right? I'm not going there because I already got it figured out.
Exactly, bro. Exactly, bro. Exactly. So I'm not tight, bro. I'll go, you know. But lately, I don't go much. But when I do, I've been doing online joints because there'll be people from all over the world. Like there'll be people from Cali,
That's
Chicago,
dope.
Detroit.
Yep.
And one thing is, like, everybody that speaks you can relate to. And it's just good for me, even when I'm not
Yeah.
at the point like they might want me to be at. It still helps me.
Toe in the line. What was the hardest part about the shooting?
Great question. Damn, let me get some scotch for that one because you still ain't hit me.
All right, I'm gonna take a piss then. Let's take a little Four Roses break.
Okay.
This episode is brought to you in part by Four Roses.
I should have brought you the thing. What's that shit called?
The clapper.
Because I seen them doing it. Well, obviously they do it, on the movie sets, but I even seen them doing it. Like I was down one hood, for Rick Ross was down there, not the rapper, but the real Rick Ross that sold drugs.
Oh wow, yeah. Wait, was it Black Mafia Family? BMF? Rick Ross?
No, Black Mafia Family is Big Meech.
Ah, I
That's
think
from
I'm Big
your way,
Meech.
from your way. Nah,
That is Rick Ross. He sings that. Larry Hoover, whip and work.
Well,
Hallelujah.
Rick Ross is Cap. If we can get back into
Oh no,
that.
he's a
Correctional officer.
yeah,
He used to
see,
put people like me in that.
I had a
So,
great time at this club
But I do
in
love
Miami
his music. Is
called
amazing.
11. You know 11 in Miami?
Never been to MIA.
Ross was performing. I went to Miami and I got into the club 11 by meeting one of his promoter friends. It was a phenomenal night. Follow Duckworth on Instagram. That's all I have to say. I'll be right back. Again, Psycho Killer Norman Bates. Producer Slam. Oh, damn. Is that the 15?
Shout out to Abbott.
Woo!
No, bro. That's
Damn. Is that the titanium?
Hell no. That's like the 13 Pro Max or something.
Oh, the Max looks crazy. And without the case, it just looks so sick.
Something light. Only reason I don't got the case is because my bottom of my case broke and it was hard for me to charge it, bro. You got to keep the case on there or you lose your investment, man. Got to keep the case on. I just ran out because I was already running late. Beers was spilling and spraying on my neck. Then you said I couldn't smoke. I had like.
Are you live streaming right now?
Allegedly had
oh, dope.
I'm not going to do it for long though because
No,
I
that's
don't
sick.
want him to get the
Oh,
whole
yeah,
whip.
yeah, yeah.
But
No, get them as much as you want. Maybe I'll go live too. Facebook just got corny as fuck.
oh, it's super corny, super corny. But you gotta weed through, bro. That's with anything, but yeah, it's super corny. But why do you think it's corny? Though? I would love to know.
Because I was on it. Anything like what was the line from?
He said, "Cause
What was the line from Woody Allen? Was it Woody Allen?
white man."
I'd never want to be a member of any club that would have me. Like if any club would have me as a member, I would never want to be it. I would never want to join. If they're willing to let me in, it's fucking whack. Why would I want to be a part of it?
I mean, you should be willing to let you in, but you got to prove yourself to get in. You know what I mean?
It's self-deprecating humor, Harlan. That's Jewish humor. That's classic Jewish humor.
But
that's classic Jewish self-deprecating humor right there.
You hit me with all these neurologic words, bro. I'm like, you know what I mean?
Self-deprecating. It's making fun of yourself.
I thought you said self-defecating.
No, that was you.
No, I would never shit at your house, bro. I'd hold that shit till I get to the crib. No, I wouldn't shit in nobody's house. That's crazy the first time coming through.
I bought my first bidet today.
You copped one?
Yeah. Yeah, I got the Tushy 3.0. Tushy 3.0. I bought it on Amazon. It's coming tomorrow.
God, I got to throw my flag.
God. You got one?
No, but I'm going to get one. I'm going to start throwing it every time somebody comes. Foul on the play. You got a bidet? That's cap.
I'm real excited.
I'm going to shout y'all on the podcast because y'all some real ones. Shout out Big Jeffro. Shout out my brother Maurice. Shout out my bro Dre. Look, what's up with y'all, man?
What's
up? Dr. Gold, bro. Chopping it up with my buddy. You're like, what the fuck is he doing? Yeah, I'm on Dr. Gold, bro. Send me some
Who's
stars,
that?
shit.
DJ Samuel Andres. Shout out to Samuel Andres. I like that dude. He's like a
Samuel Andres.
Samuel Andres. He's I don't think he's local. He's got like a little Latin flair, a little Latin flavor, and he was one of Strobe's kind of disciples. So he's like the new coming of house music in Pittsburgh. If you like just like fun danceable house music, Samuel Andres.
Okay.
There you go. What's your vibe? Do you still go out? You still hit the club?
Nah, I don't hit the club. I mean, I was hitting the club, bro, before I got shot. I was definitely still.
Can you tell the story? Are you able to tell the story? What happened?
No, I can't.
You can't really get into the details?
I can't tell it in full detail, but basically I was just coming out of a establishment like late night, like a little bit after midnight. Came out of establishment, regular night. I was somewhere different though. Somewhere I don't often go, but it's not out of the ordinary, but it's just a little different.
Yeah.
When I came out of there, put my keys in the I'm hitting the fob, trying to open the door. Somebody say, "Hey, look." You got like your hands in their hoodie. I'd never even seen the
You didn't see metal.
No, I just felt boom. Well, I didn't even feel that. I just dropped, and then I just seen blood. I don't remember feeling anything, to be honest. Like I just remember being scared. Like, am I going to bleed out, or is this guy going to keep shooting? Because I can't get up. I'm like on the ground trying to get up, and I keep dropping. But thank God he was a bitch and he just ran. Because I couldn't get up, so if like he really wanted to, he could have just kept bop, 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 bop. But
you didn't have it on you?
I can't speak on it.
Fair enough.
I can't speak on that. Just because there's too many people watching. But I'll tell you offline for sure.
Fair enough. Yeah. Fair enough. Well, man, I
did just get off of probation. I'd be forgetting. I'd be so like keeping that shit locked. But I did get off. When did we get off? We got off probation September.
I remember seeing something about that. Congratulations. Congratulations. That's huge.
Bro.
That is huge.
Because I was scared. I was supposed to do like a 5 to 10 for this gun case. that I caught in 2020, and scared to death. Like yo, I'm getting older. I ain't really trying to fucking go to jail. Well, I don't give a fuck how old I was. You know, you're never trying to go to jail, but I'm like, man, this will really suck. You know what I'm saying? And everything just worked out for me. I ended up I paid a whole bunch of money, but well, the evidence was shaky. I could have beat it honestly. I tried to pick 12, but when they offered me probation, I was like, give it to me
I mean,
because it's guaranteed not going to jail.
president's son
And it was
lied on
really
his.
and
You know how they got Tony Soprano? Ultimately, it was a gun charge
wow.
related to the piece that he tossed when he was running away from Tony Sachs.
Oh, that is how they
Because
got him.
Tony
Wow.
Sachs in the snow, and as he was running away, because the feds show up at Tony Sachs to raid his spot, Tony Soprano is running and he throws his piece in the
In
snow.
that snow.
And because it's in the snow, there's a kid sees where it is, and he goes and gets it, puts it in his house, and then at one point he narcs.
Shout out to my dog Scoot from Wonder Hits. He's the Twitch god.
Yeah,
He normally plays video games on there. He's a fantastic rapper. You gotta look him up and fuck with him.
dope,
My man Scoot. Scoot. He's from McKeesport. I
dope.
know there's a lot of Scoots, so shit might
I'll
pop
find
up.
him.
That's
I'll
why I'm
find him.
telling you where he's from and
Yeah.
shit, so you can get more find him. But he records with my dog. You know Roscoe, right?
Of course, Roscoe Wiki.
I record with Roscoe
Love
too.
Roscoe Wiki.
I
I've
just
always fucked with Roscoe. You remember I was hyping up Commonwealth fam
we was
early
just
on in the
talking about
interview.
that. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Roscoe, and actually, you know who lives up the block, like 3 houses down from me?
Who?
Fucking Pinkett. What's his name? Jesse Pinkett or whatever.
Jesse.
The,
I remember Jesse.
the dude from the Commonwealth fam. Him and his
Oh, you
family.
talking about fucking RI.
Yes.
French Ricketts.
Yes. French Ricketts is right up the
Man,
street.
that's my dog, man. You need to come up the street, bro.
Yeah, he
What
lives
you
in
doing?
Dormont. For
I
sure.
ain't know that.
Yeah. I saw him last Halloween. Haven't
That's
seen
my
him
dog.
since.
That's my
Last
dog.
Halloween, everybody's out on the block. It was sick. So,
Oh no, it looks like it would be crazy over here.
oh yeah, great spot. But don't come. We don't have any candy here. Do not come to Dormont.
They should have told him, man. His wife gonna be mad at him when he done with me.
So,
But no, Jesse,
so yeah,
good
I like
dude.
Roscoe. I think he went to Full Sail. There's somebody else who I interviewed on here
Yeah,
who went
Roscoe
to Full
went to
Sail.
Full Sail.
Was it maybe Felon? No, somebody else. Anyway, he
Talking about down in Orlando and shit.
yeah, I guess it's definitely Florida. So he made this beat called Cherry Pie around the time that he was studying at Full Sail.
Mm-hmm.
It's a phenomenal song. It has a chorus and everything and a verse, and like
It was him on it.
it's his song.
Okay.
It's his song. It's just him singing and his beat, and I thought it was a hit. I heard it and I go, this is a fucking hit. Like, what's next? What do you have on the horizon? Is it more acting, more rap? Are you thinking like more with the youth engagement like you were talking about?
I mean, I'm gonna definitely do more music, bro. That's what I love. You know, EP definitely on the way for sure.
Any particular producers or features that you can speak on?
Well, I could speak on some of it, like already. Like, I mean, the song I put out, I'm gonna definitely put on there because that's like the most I spoke on. You know, getting hurt and shit like that. So, you know, Big Germ produced that.
Oh wow.
I'm gonna have him do at least half of it. And I don't know yet. Whatever sounds good. I normally roll with like the same group of people. Like I normally fuck with my man. Shout out Tony Diggs. Shout out K Pound. Shout out Big Germ. Shout out Chubbs. And I hope you get well, Chubbs. Chubbs is in the hospital. Everybody pray for him. You know Chubbs? Remember Chubbs?
No.
From Joe Boots' homie. From
Oh shit. Shout out Boots.
what was they called? Remember they had a group too?
Yeah, the
Priceless.
Oh shit. Priceless Fam?
Remember Priceless Fam?
Of course.
The chubby
that was
dude,
Chubbs?
Chubbs.
Dope.
He made all the beats
Yeah.
for them.
Yeah. What an interesting character. Joe Boots, man. Like a army veteran that became a marijuana legalization advocate. fucking so interesting.
He's up your way right now.
He's in Michigan, I thought.
Yeah,
Yeah,
your way.
with Katie. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's
Yep.
my
Yep.
dog, man. But his great friend, my great friend Chubbs is battling cancer, something with his head.
Damn.
So I just love to send out some positive energy for Chubbs,
Yeah. Hell yeah.
man.
We got a lot of prayers. Honestly, the list is growing.
He was doing that shit. He been doing that shit forever. But I remember one day, like 10 years ago, it may have been longer, bro. He been dealing with this for a long time. But I remember I went to visit him at Shady Side Hospital, and I swear to God, when I came in the room, he was in there with a Mac making a beat, and I said, "That's hard."
Yeah. That's the story about Dilla, right? That
I didn't read the book yet. Somebody gave me the J Dilla book while I
yeah,
was recovering. I didn't read it yet because I had so many books.
the Dan Charnas book. He's a New Yorker writing a obviously like a book about Detroit, so it is what it is. But it's phenomenal. I think I wasn't there for most of the story. You know, I definitely met his mom, Ma Dukes, and I definitely went to some parties where House Shoes was spinning, and I definitely knew um, about Black Milk, and I went to a couple of those shows. But I wasn't part of the slum village scene. Um, I wasn't going to Detroit like that when I was growing up. I was more in Ann Arbor, which
Hmm.
is like Binary Star.
If I
So
was
Sanam
you, I
Silla,
would have
Binary Star.
stayed there too.
One
You
one
know what I
below.
mean?
One below Sanam Silla was Binary Star, and we had hip hop, but it just like it wasn't the Detroit scene.
Hmm.
So I think from as far as I can tell, he nailed it. You know, he didn't get the interviews from some of the family members, and I think a lot of people have been hard on him for that. They basically
Yeah.
said like, you know, you should have gotten the interview from his daughters, you should have gotten the interview from his mom, you should have gotten the interview from his baby mamas. But there's a lot of reasons for them not to.
Of course. Of course.
They want to make money off their own projects. You know, there's so much money. It's insane how much money there is to be made off of that man's legacy. And it's very sad, you know.
Yeah.
The girls, his two girls, they didn't see a penny until a couple years ago, until they could settle the estate and start like getting things turning around.
Wow. So all that shit was like in limbo. Yeah.
Years and years. I mean, into their teens, like late teens, before they ever saw a nickel.
Damn.
Yep. Yeah. And like there's a lesson here, right? I'm pretty sure the lesson is something like irrevocable trust, get your money right, pay your taxes, have accountants that you trust and check the fucking books,
Mm-hmm.
check over their work.
Mm-hmm.
Don't sell beats without getting percentage. Don't sell a beat, get points regardless if it's 1%. What if
Mm-hmm.
the song goes to the top of the charts? You don't know. You have no idea when you sell it.
No, you don't.
If they want it bad enough, they'll give you 1-2%. They will. Hold out.
If they want
Hold
it.
out.
Yeah.
If they want it, they'll capitulate,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? So I think
Fucking right.
yeah, so I think he did a lot of that, like $500, $600, $700 shit, like, you know, at certain points in his career.
Mm-hmm.
And it you know, he was involved with big labels, and whenever like the record company gets involved, shit gets sketchy. You know, the record company was like putting up all this big money, but it was all advances,
Mm-hmm.
meaning they wanted to see it on the back end. And when the albums he made didn't sell, he was he was doing this music with Frank and Dank that like nobody really cared about. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I think it's great.
Right.
A lot of the fans think it's phenomenal, but it wasn't commercially viable.
Right.
And so there was no way to recuperate on all of the money that had been spent on the home studio that they built for him. And then boom, there you go.
That's
Down the
how it
drain.
be happening, bro.
So now you don't have to read the book anymore.
I'ma still read it. Like it gotta be more in it than that, but you know what I mean? I'ma still read it.
I used
Put on
to
a crazy record.
No, it's good. I used to lick my fingers before I would DJ. I used to keep a
Like
little
they do
cup
with
of
the
water.
money?
You ever see that? Yeah. I would keep a little cup of water when I would DJ. Because like having a little moisture on my fingers would kind of help me scratch.
That's hard.
Yeah. Bonix used to kind of lick his fingers, but I thought it was a little dirty. I wasn't a fan
Jeff
of
said
that.
way to hate, man. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, brother. DJ Chevy, what's going on, bro?
Shout out to Chevy. Shout out to Chevy Woods.
Definitely shout out Chevy Woods, man.
What an incredible story.
Chevy's a good dude.
What an incredible story. Everybody in the camp. Did you ever get a record with Wiz?
I do have a record with Wiz. It's funny as hell though because I didn't make it happen, and I didn't even know it was gonna happen. What happened was I used to be in a group, and I had made a fire ass song. I'm gonna keep it real. The group got mad at me. I feel like y'all niggas was hating. And we had a little split because people, was feeling the way they was feeling or whatever, right? So I went about doing me and just continued doing what I was doing.
Right.
But they took the fire record that I had dropped, took my verses off of it, left my hook on there,
Whoa.
and then they all rapped on it and threw Wiz on it. So I said, fuck that. I got a song with Wiz Khalifa.
Hey, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. What was the line about killing Edan in the studio or something?
I didn't literally kill
You can
Edan. I
ask
said
Wiz,
I killed
killed Edan.
Edan's. I just meant like I killed the booth.
Mhm.
I just killed Addy Labs. I would never kill Edan. Edan, man, I don't even got the words for Edan. He's the fucking staple of Pittsburgh hip hop. I would never disrespect Edan ever in my life. I meant you could ask him if I killed the booth.
Got it.
Ask him.
You hold it down. You work fast on when you're in the studio?
Very fast. Very fast. But at the same time, though, I don't record like these new niggas. Like the new niggas, like don't even write. Like I'll still. Well, sometimes I'll come with paper, but they be looking at me crazy. So I just started doing it in my iPhone. Because when I make my best music off the paper, but they be looking at me so crazy that I'll just go in my notes on the iPhone now.
Should we play some beats? Do you have any verses?
Oh shit. I didn't know he was coming to rap.
You know me, I'm so G, I don't need no groceries. Profi or ghost me, got more tree than Posty. Bud Light with Kid Rock, just might let this thing pop. I am the bull god, pork belly, tonkatsu broth. No for traveling heavy, the white boy who got 38s. Hot enough to send your frigid ass up to the pearly gates. If you're straight or curly, I'm a Detroit red, your head. Papa tips, these little kids get sent to bed. No bath, no dinner, I'm drunker than a saloon. Tanning hides like Daniel Boone under a full moon in June.
Oh shit. Like I said, I'm old school. I like pen and pen and like put my thoughts together. It really just be like I don't want to fuck up. I could really freestyle crazy. Not crazy, but good.
Yep.
I'm way better of a writer, but like I could freestyle very good. I just don't like that shit. I hate that shit. I gotta be. You ain't got no Henny. You got some Hennessy?
No, I should buy some maybe. Yeah. Hennessy's interesting. What is it like? Cognac?
Yes.
Yeah, cognac is beautiful. I used to drink a little cognac way back in the day, though.
Yeah.
VSOP.
Okay, you was drinking a good. Well, I mean, it depends if you had the VSOP. There's a regular Courvoisier, and then there's the VSOP. Just like Henny, like bro, there's Henny, there's Henny Privilege, there's Henny XO, there's Henny. I can't afford the other names, but there's like $700. A fifth Henny, you know what I mean? If you go to the liquor store up right up the street from here, probably. Where's Upper St. Clair from here?
Not far. Couple blocks
there,
south.
If you go there, you can find like an $800 bottle of Henny. You know what I mean? It's levels to this shit.
the Asian restaurant right up the street, Jade Kitchen, has a bottle of Louis XIV.
Oh yeah,
they keep 1/2 shot in there always.
Do they got good? Cause shit, I might
their
stop there when I leave.
Oh, their food is crazy. A little pricey, but man, is it worth it?
It's right around the way.
Right up the street in Mount Lebo.
Okay,
feeling the hunger?
Fuck with them.
You feeling the hunger?
I mean, I ate. What did we eat today?
I offered you a talk.
We had a Jack Harlow, man.
Jack Harlow? I thought that was a rapper.
I'm a nickname nigga, so when he had his own little chicken sandwich with the little, all it is a chicken sandwich with the sides, and they just named it Jack Harlow because he's from Kentucky. But I've been saying that ever since.
That's a McDonald's?
Nigga, let me get a Jack Harlow. No, a KFC, a little spicy chicken sandwich.
Oh, dope. It's been a minute since I've been KFC. I used to buy that.
I don't do fast food much, but I definitely grabbed one before I came here because I didn't eat yet. Before I came out here, I was just running around. I had to go to the fucking pain clinic.
Jesus. They got you on them pills.
I mean, I could have stayed with my PCP. This was my first meeting with the pain clinic, and they, well, no, I respect her. Like, she was a cool doctor and shit. But all she did was Tell me to take another gabapentin instead of one. Take two at night.
Yeah.
Um, and I think she spoke about like upping the methocarbamol, but other than that, like
Well, that's dope that they have you on that multimodal. That's the new thing. They're trying to like get everybody to not take opiates because of all the lawsuits.
and
So
that's
they're
what she
doing all
was
this
saying,
stuff.
and thank God I'm not like one of those guys that all I need is some weed and some alcohol. So like she was like, "Oh my God, you're so honest." Like, cause people be in there perping, cap. Man, bro, I'm about to buy a flag. That's gonna be my new shit. People be capping and shit. So like, when I was just honest,
Yeah.
she's like, "What's your pain right now?" I'm like, fiends being there like 29 million. I'm like, it's like a 3.
Right.
I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
Like it's like a 3, but this is what hurts. Like when I sleep, if I don't lay down the correct way, my leg.
Does the leg go like where you have the nerve damage? Does it hurt? Kind of like numb, burning, tingling.
It's numb. It's aching and electric things running every once in a while.
Did you ever
It's a
see
bunch.
House?
I think I did. It's an older show.
Yeah, like the doctor show. It's dope though.
The
Yes.
Jewish guy.
He's not Jewish. I don't think.
He got black curly hair. I'm stereotyping, huh?
He's brown.
They said all niggas
He's
had
not
black curly hair. My shit bald as fuck, cuz. But yeah.
I think his girlfriend
This
Cuddy.
is black and curly
His
gray
girlfriend
hair.
Cuddy is Jew. I think the one who owns the hospital, his boss. I think she's Jewish. I'm not sure, but
I don't even want to get
he
into that
has,
because
like,
I'll sound ignorant.
he has like a dead muscle. He has like muscular necrosis. So it's just like pain. The entire show is about him living in pain. It's really fascinating.
Okay. I ain't never peeped the real point of it because I'll like watch it here and there.
Yeah. Hand my keys to Little C's.
Shut up. But this ain't little C's, it's big C's in the bird.
No, I know.
You know what I mean? C's did a lot. And he's still a great producer. Always supported me. Even way back in the day. He was on Death Row. He did shit for Lady of Rage. All the motherfuckers. He was on Death Row Records. So or was it relative or priority? But I know you was tapped in with Death Row. You know what I mean? Like,
Felon was telling me all about how Dre came here and took Melman and took like all these cats.
He took Sam Snead from McKeesport. He took Millman from down here to Bird. He took my man C's from Braddock.
Was he actually in Pittsburgh?
Who?
Dr. Dre.
Yes, Dre, Snoop was in McKeesport on Walnut Avenue. Yeah. Yeah.
What were they doing?
On the
Just
dead
taking all our
homies.
talent?
On the dead hubbies. They was performing. Cause Snead is from down there. I don't know. I don't know. Cause I was a young buck around that time, so I had nothing to do with it. I just know it happened. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I'm still cool with Sam Snead's older brother, my Uncle Pro Lovely. And like I just be asking him all the stories. Like I got a DVD at the crib. That Murder Was the Case. Snoop, you ever see that?
Crazy.
It was
No,
like a short film.
I need to see it.
Snoop has a short film from like the 90s called Murder Was the Case. Like when he got
Dope.
in trouble for that shit. And you could see my dog, Uncle Pro Lovely, and Sam Snead kicked the bitch out the car. And it was just a dope scene.
I love the
And
movie
he
The
looked at her
Wash.
like he kicked her out the car. Like she was giving him or something, and then his brother was on the side, like, damn, that bitch is thick as hell. And then Snead kicks her out, and he's like, I'm Sam Snead. Like, it was hard to see some
It
dudes
was
from
like Pittsburgh.
McKeesport.
Yeah. You felt like it was your dudes.
Pittsburgh.
And they were on, like in Hollywood, basically.
Yeah. With, arguably one of the biggest rap labels at the time.
Yeah. What about
Shout out Joe
The Wash?
Beast.
Do you remember The Wash?
Yeah, shout out Joe Beast. He was on that soundtrack. Yeah.
Amazing soundtrack. Do you remember who the villain is?
Eminem. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Of course.
He's always
Eminem.
calling into the fucking shop.
Yeah. Shout out M. Real shit.
Ludacris? Was
Look,
it
he
Ludacris?
just told me. All I gotta do is look at my comments. He'll tell you. Black C said Dr. Dre sent for me and Sam.
Wow.
There you go. This is on Dr. Gold podcast. So Dr. Dre sent for my dog Black C's and my dog Sam Snead.
I think another point that came up on the last episode was about how much Dre is actually doing in the studio versus having other people
He
involved.
got Sneeze and seasoning,
Yeah.
Sneed and
Multiple
seasoning going
people, multiple
crazy.
people playing instruments, right? Like, does Dr. Dre
And I
play
don't
any
know.
instruments?
You would have
No,
to
right?
answer that because I don't know. I don't want to start
I
talking
don't
for
think
Dre. That
Dre
sound
played any
crazy.
instruments, as
But
far as I know. I don't think he raps. I don't think he plays any
you was
instruments.
probably in there going crazy, C's. I know you. You was probably going crazy.
No,
And
I
Dre
think he
come
knew
in,
people. Just like how Kanye doesn't play any
or
instruments.
like
Dre doesn't play
executive,
any instruments.
you know, executive produced that.
0.01%. He got a lot of producers, but Dre turns it into a record through mixing and arranging, right? Yeah, it's the sound. The sound is incredible. Something about his talents will make it sound unbelievable, right? It's always been the thing, but world class wrecking crew. He had some corny outfits. You know, thank God for Ice Cube. Ice Cube was really like, to me, that was the unbelievable talent. I think also the DOC is very, very heavily slept on. Unfortunately, his career was cut short because of his voice, the loss of his voice. Kind of like I think about DMC the same way, but the DOC, well, it's crazy, right? DMC, Daryl McDaniel, and then the DOC both lost their voice, and then RFK. So if you have 3 syllables or 3 letters in your name, your voice is toast. You're done. Don't have 3 letters in your name if you want to keep your voice. Because RFK, the DOC, and Run DMC all can't talk. Can't talk, right? Dre does some magical shit, man. Yeah. I mean, listen to the Chronic, and it's like so far, far ahead of its time. It's just unbelievable the way it sounds. Every song, and then Chronic 2001. Whew.
DOC and all of us stayed in Dre's $5 million beach mansion in Malibu.
Damn.
That's what I was telling him, bro. Like he got to do his homework on Black Seas, man. Hey, Seas, tell him when
Amazing.
I got a story.
Amazing.
When my cousin swindled me, you know, talked me out of leaving my hometown, you know, because he said he had better opportunity for me. You remember the Seas? This was like in 16 or something like that. 16, 17. I said, fuck it, I'm gonna go move with my cousin because he said he can get me $5,000 a show. He said he got this independent label that's going crazy and he can get me here and there. So when I get down there, he was in Kissimmee, which is like
Kissimmee, Florida, like outside of Orlando.
outside of Orlando. So when I get to Orlando Airport, when he picked me up, I'm thinking we going around the corner. We keep getting further and further away from Orlando. And I'm like, where we going? He's like, Kissimmee. Now, I've never been down there, bro. So it just keeps getting deeper and deeper. Swamps, alligators,
orange groves.
mad
Mosquitoes.
orange groves. That was the only thing that
Mosquitoes.
was dope. The oranges smelled amazing. Other than that, it was big alligators, big bugs,
Mosquitoes the size of your face.
and, you know, dark places with not a lot of light and people that stand your ground state. And I'm a felon. I couldn't have a gun on me. And it was just real crazy.
Oh, shit. I didn't know about that.
And then the nigga didn't never record with me. Like, I went out and found a place to record myself. Brought him my music back, and I'm like, bro, I found an engineer. Let's get it. He's like, nah, man, I don't trust these guys around here. They break in your house. They do this and that. I'm like, okay, all right, let's go back to the drawing board. Call my man from Full Sail, Alex Petrenka. Shout out to Alex. He normally does a lot of my graphic design, but he didn't do the last shit. But I call Alex like, yo, I'm in Kissimmee. Alex is in Orlando at Full Sail. I'm like, bro, I'm down here. I haven't been down here for like a month or two. Dude saying all this shit. Like, I got there was a studio set up here, but I don't know how to work none of this shit, Tip. So I'm like, I just rap, bro. I don't do none of this shit.
Right.
And he knew that.
Right.
Because we had been speaking for like 9 to 12 months before it took him like a pregnancy to talk me into coming down there.
Dude, it sounds like you got
He was a great capper.
Sounds like you got catfished.
Nigga, I get down there. He got us on some making the band shit. There's a chick like a fake Nicki Minaj. She's like 18. She only got 6 words. She keeps spitting this one little line. I'm like, you ain't got nothing else? She's like, no. I'm like, oh shit. So I had to write for her. And they had this chick that was a beautiful voice. Her name was Janelle. Shout out to Janelle from Kissimmee, Florida. You really from New York, but you know what I'm talking about now. And she was amazing. She sounded like Alicia Keys. But dude was capping, so once he got a bunch of people together, he couldn't keep up to his word, man.
Damn.
And after I spent my trap life savings, I ended up coming back home broke. And then
Damn.
5 minutes after I got home, niggas was in front of my house shooting a music video and took me to the studio. I was like, I could have stayed at McKeesport, bro.
Right.
But I believed in myself enough to go try it out. You feel me? But he was cap. But rest in peace to cousin Mike. No disrespect at all. No pun intended. He just happened to die like after that shit.
Oh shit.
No disrespect.
Yeah.
Cousin Mike was tripping.
What do you think about life? Like what the purpose of life is and kind of what happens to us after we die and things like that?
I think the purpose of life, I really couldn't tell you. I wouldn't be the greatest person to tell you, but just from my humble standpoint, the purpose of life is to take care of your family, love your loved ones, give some knowledge to people, and don't be a piece of shit. That's like my basic thing about the purpose of life. I know it gets deeper than that, but that's like my little basic shit. Man.
I love that.
Yeah. Gotta take care of your family, you know. That's number one. I don't like to get too gaudy because I know everybody's not into that, but like I need God in my life. You might need a tree, you know, whatever's your do you believe in hold up, you're Jewish, so I don't even want to get into all that because that gets deep, don't it? I can't remember. I used to argue with those now in high school, like because I used to like No Limit and he used to like Wu-Tang. That's what we used to argue about.
Man,
Man,
there's a lot of Jews at
terrible.
a lot of Jews at Alderdice, right? When you were there, it's like a big Jewish neighborhood.
Tons of them,
in
bro.
Squirrel Hill.
But to be honest, I didn't know they were until like people started. I don't know. I didn't know they were. I thought they were white people. Lo and behold, that's what I thought they were.
Well, shout out, you know, Yamez gave me like a emoji today. I had sent him something for his birthday, like, yo, happy birthday, whatever.
Aren't you send him a cigar or something?
He sent me back like an emoji that was like one white fist and one black fist. Kind of
Dapping
like
out.
dapping.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not the full white fist.
You needed that next shade over.
I'm at least one shade up. That's the Jewish.
Like I do the one. I do the one before the last one. Like I ain't that black.
You're not the full. I'm the same way. I feel right.
Yeah, man.
I don't belong all the way over there.
Yeah, I do the one.
Respect.
Like, you're acting,
yeah, respect.
You're acting crazy.
Exactly. Don't put me in with them.
Me and Sam was on tour with EPMD first. Then Sam ran into a chick that babysitted for Dr. Dre. This is no cut. This is what bro told me. She got us the contact, came back. Sam recorded a video of me rapping on one of his beats, and we were in Cali within 2 weeks. Talk that shit, C's. You giving us game, bro.
Damn. This is a crazy story. I can't wait to have him on the podcast.
And it's no cap. And it's
Yo, tell him to
you
just
gotta
come
tap
here.
in with my man.
Yo, C's, just come through. Like,
C's, let us know if you're willing to come through. I'll put you right in with bro.
Yeah, let's just do that. Can you talk about your music career? Like what were the high points and the low points and like did you ever have like labels, deals, like signings?
I had one deal. I had one deal. It was a super independent label out of Arizona. It was basically not even real. It was a deal, but it was more of a partnership because I still like I didn't get no advance money. I had to actually help them, like go half with them to do a lot of shit. But they did. At the time, it was so long ago. At the time, I thought it was great because like I was in jukeboxes. Like when you go in a bar, you could put my music up with
Dope.
anybody.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, little shit like that used to mean something before the internet got so crazy. Um, but that's all they really did was got me in like jukeboxes, and put me down with like ASCAP and BMI. They just got my business a little bit more tighter, but it wasn't no crazy deal. Other than that, bro, I've been independent the whole
Jukebox is
damn
a really
time.
interesting story. Like the jukeboxes, as
What's
far,
it called? TuneCore? What is it called?
yeah, that's one of them. But I love DJing on jukeboxes. I have an account, and whenever I go in one of those bars, I'm $20. Let's go. Like I love
Oh,
it.
I always,
You do it too? What's your
definitely
go-to?
my go-to, man. It depends who's in the bar.
Right.
Like, if it's a bunch of it just depends what the bar look like because I like all type of different music. That's my thing. I can go in any bag. I could go in my R&B bag. I can go in my pop bag. I can go in my rap bag. I could go in my I don't even know what that shit is called. Is it called reggae?
I like
Like
I
one
like
of my favorite bands is Slightly Stupid. What is that?
Oh,
Reggae?
whoa. Wow. Yeah, I think that's reggae. They just did a reggae festival here in Pittsburgh, and
I was
I
mad
ended
as
up
fuck. I
DJing for
missed
it.
that. They were at no, you didn't at
I
Stage
did.
AE.
I did. Well, I wasn't at Stage AE,
Wow.
but they had an after party downtown Pittsburgh. PDC DJ'd. I showed up at the gig. He goes, I got to take a piss, man. Let's go. It was my first gig in Pittsburgh since I came back.
Slightly Stupid.
Slightly Stupid after party.
That's fucking
It was a
crazy.
cool little crowd. Like not a ton of people, but was whatever. And I got to grab the like sticks, and it was like riding a bike.
Definitely.
Truly.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
other than the fact that when you scroll down on his Mac, it goes up, and when you scroll down on my Mac, it goes down. So my brain had
So
a
you
hard
had to
time
reverse that. But it didn't have
figuring
this
that
either,
out.
but you had the little CD joints.
No, no, no,
You
no,
didn't have these?
no, no, no. When I say sticks, I mean like back
No,
on the.
I know that,
Yeah,
but now
yeah,
I'm asking a
yeah,
separate
no,
question.
he had the turntables. Yeah.
Oh, he had these?
Yeah, oh yeah, same setup.
Okay.
Same setup. Yeah, PDC is legit, man. He brings turntables out pretty much every gig. He told me like
Shout out Miss Susan,
it's
man.
very rare he'll bring out CDJs or a controller is only if it's absolutely like not like if he has to, he'll do CDJs. But his thing is about like turntables. PDC's legit.
Who's your favorite DJ from the Burg? I hate to keep interviewing you.
Crazy. Selecta number one.
Mine
Selecta
too.
number one.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I think like
Ain't nobody fuck with him. It's
favorite
over.
DJ from the Berg. My favorite DJ is Bonix. So like he's not from Pittsburgh. He's from Philly.
Shout
So
out to
that's
my
not.
dog Bonix. Always
You know
showed
what
me
I'm
mad
saying?
love. Yeah.
But like Selecta is actually from Pittsburgh, and he is truly my favorite DJ in Pittsburgh currently. My favorite DJ from Pittsburgh of all time. There's
He's my favorite all time too.
You can't
and I say
fucking
that,
fuck with that dude. You
and I say
cannot
that-
fuck with that dude.
And I say that not even wanting to say it because
No.
some of y'all I know like Big Phil.
Yes.
I was in the CIS program. You know what that is?
No.
It's something for bad kids. Like when I was younger, when I used to live in Homewood, I told you like when I went to Westinghouse and older days.
Yeah.
It's kind of like you go to high school, you come back home, you have an ankle monitor on, you got to stay in the house until this van picks you up, and then they take you to this building, and you sit with all these other bad kids until it's nighttime, and they take you home. You do that every day for like a year.
Jesus Christ.
But Big Phil was like one of my he was one of the people like he was a
Supervising
staff member.
you.
Yeah, he was my
Holy
supervisor.
shit.
So for us to later get into music was crazy, bro.
That dude is amazing. Actually, he
just did Eastburg.
He was at Selecta's 50th birthday as the MC, and I had no idea what a talent he was. His talent, both as a DJ, but especially as an MC, as an event host, I haven't seen it unparalleled in Pittsburgh. I have not seen anyone. I have not seen a better MC, meaning event host, event coordinator, in Pittsburgh. than Big Phil.
Big Phil, great guy.
Fucking killed it, man. Absolutely killed it as an event host. Selecta to
I
me,
don't even ever think I seen you like that, Phil. But
murder.
shit, I seen you way more than the event host, nigga. You sent me to Schumann a couple nights. You remember, nigga? Yeah, you remember when I had that dirty piss. Phil sent me to Schumann. Let's keep it real. I'm telling true stories. Ask him. He sent me to Schumann a couple times, but I was supposed to go because I wasn't listening. I was a child, man. You know, when I was young, I didn't feel like that. I thought he was a bitch ass nigga at that time. But now that I'm older, I'm like, you were supposed to go to jail. You were a child. Stay at a child's place.
To me, Selecta is the number one for a million reasons.
He's incredible.
But first of all, his musical knowledge can't be touched. His passion and commitment to the art can't be touched. There's nobody else more committed to DJing, to the music, to the lifestyle, to hip hop than he is. He's absolutely.
He's still going. He got more reasons, Selecta. I gotta tag him or something. God damn.
He's 100% committed. He knows what he's up to. He's involved in the jazz scene. He's connected with it all. Like, yeah. He's a Pittsburgh legend. So that's my deal with the Pittsburgh DJs. Lately,
that's my favorite too. Selecta.
I love how we see eye to eye on that. I mean, I think
I be watching his Twitches every morning. Well, not his Twitch.
Twitch
I
is
actually
crazy.
watch it on Facebook, but it's on Twitch.
Oh, that's cool that it also goes on
but
Facebook.
I watch. He puts it on like about a few platforms. I watch him in the morning. I be doing my shit. It's
inspirational. Sunday morning, I was listening to Selecta. Yeah, it helps my digestion, but I figured out my digestion without needing it. So previously, I used it as like.
What do you mean your digestion?
It would help me with my IBS. I had
you mean like
I had a lot of irritable bowel syndrome, like constipation and different like diarrhea and things. Like whenever I would DJ, I'd have to run to the shitter like 4 times.
How'd you pull that up? So you was able to pull like, I'm gonna play these next 2 jams, pre-play these, and hurry up and shit, and then run back. Like, how did you do it?
I had a lot of like pre-made mixes and everything because I had such bad anxiety that I had to deal with all this shit.
Can we speak about that?
Yeah, absolutely.
I have problems with that,
dude.
Can
absolutely.
Speak on that?
Please, absolutely. But I was able to overcome it, not using the helped with it when I would use it, but mostly for the constipation part. But I've been able to get around it just using diet. Like I just eat different now. That's been
I
the
see.
Key.
I came in here. This nigga offered me a pretty piece of nothing. With no food on it. When his girl asked him, not his girl, I think it's your wife. It's not your girl. It's your wife.
That's my wife.
When his wife asked him, "What is this, babe?" He said some fake sour cream. I remember what he said. He said some fake sour cream and 2 other things that ain't have nothing to do nowhere near with no meat, y'all. So I was a little bit like, I'm like, this nigga, this is why I was scared to come down here, because I said I ain't ready for bro. Bro eating, bro only eating.
It was a fucking taco with cheese.
Bro only eating plans and fake.
It was a taco. I love meat, first of all. It was a taco with cheese, sour cream, and guacamole.
Hey, you gotta go on It Is What It Is podcast.
Sour
This
cream,
nigga said
guacamole.
He love meat.
I do.
Sour cream,
guacamole, sour cream, and double corn taco with the cheese, cheddar cheese. What were the clubs in McKeesport? Can you talk a little bit about like the history of where you came up and like what was what was around at the time?
Wasn't too much of shit around, you know. I just, was always good at conversating with people. So we would like, wherever we was drinking at is where we would talk to the owner. Like, yo, we be down here all the time. Can we rent this motherfucker out and throw some shit? And normally they would be with it because we were avid. Like we would put a lot into wherever we was at, and that's what we started doing. Well, me personally, I got to go back to your question because I could split that up in like a million things. Like that's how I started in the beginning, and that's how I kind of revamped when shit wasn't as good for me, bro. Like just go to a local spot if they know you that guy. Like when I say that guy, I mean if they know like everybody's in tune with you and everything's cool and you could bring people through, they'll fuck with you, bro. And they'd be like, all right. I'd be like, bro, I'm charging at the door. Do whatever you want, poo. Charge at the door, bring people through. And that's how we used to do. So we started with like Jay Houston's,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Um, I'm gonna keep it real. I don't even like to say it because I'm not a gloater or boater. But like I gave Mayo and B White they first show there. I didn't give it to them. They were already making the music. I just had the connect with the place for them to perform their music. You know what I mean? First time niggas heard them niggas, I put them niggas at Jay Houston's. You know what
Dope.
I mean? I
Dope.
didn't put them there. I already had my show set up, and I asked them, "What you
Dope.
want to perform here?" Hell yeah, they came through. Actually, I forgot. That was the time boys brought the blank CD. And I'm like,
To rap
bro,
over?
I felt like it was on purpose because everybody else's CD worked. Remember, boys brought you a CD.
Oh, I hated that so much. I was
Remember,
just
boys
talking
brought you a
about that.
CD.
I was talking about how miserable that was because I had this old MacBook and I was trying to load the music up onto the computer,
Yeah,
but it would take longer for the song to load than it would for like, I'll be just standing there like, oh. But you know what was crazy is because what I should have just done is just got a CDJ. Like if you have a CDJ, you can put the CD in there and play it and you're good. If you have like 2 turntables and a CDJ, if you have a 3-channel mixer or a 2-channel mixer with an auxiliary import, which I did, like you can just have a CDJ, just buy like a $200 CDJ with basic had. And I could have just taken it on the road with me and just put people's music in there and everything would have been copacetic. But I was so resistant to learning how to DJ on CDJs because it was the EDM thing. It was this techno thing. Techno DJs DJ on CDJs, hip hop DJs DJ on turntables. I was a hip hop DJ and I didn't want to fuck with that. And I think it limited me so much. I think
so
that
what is Afterthought DJ on?
Ooh, you know about Afterthought? Oh shit, I was
What
just
is he DJ on?
bro, I found out about him today because of
Get the
Felon.
fuck out of here.
Swear to God.
He been around for a little bit. You were here before him, I think.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
But he I don't know how he found his little way, but he found, and I don't mean little as disrespect. That's just how I talk.
Dude is killing
They
it
was
in
out
the EDM
where?
world.
Belgium somewhere.
He's
Like,
DJing on CDJs. He's DJing on two CDJs and a mixer like this.
that's it. And got all them people doing it. That's crazy, bro.
We could be doing it too. You want to
know
Shaq
what?
Diesel it up? You let me know once you get back on your legs. Let's do it. Look, I literally saw one video of him doing it. And I was like, all right, that's it. That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
Because I don't care. Like, I'm not that much of a hip hop head
Mhm.
that I won't take a $10,000 paycheck to play some music I hate.
Mhm.
I don't care. If that's what the kids want, I will play it. I don't care.
Mhm.
I just want the guapo.
Oh man, you
That
sound like a
guapo.
real hustler, man.
Give me that guapo.
Shit. At
Guapo.
this point, I haven't seen you family. You better.
Give me that
'Cause you got
guapo.
about a lot of more tracks.
Wait, we gotta show the track.
Yeah, shit. The
A bees
tracks.
in the track. A bees in the track. Bees in the track. A bees in the track.
Yeah, this son was breaking them down when I came in this motherfucker. You know what I mean? He was breaking them down. He wouldn't give me a high five or a handshake, but he broke his shit down. You know, he broke it down. I'm messing with him now. I'm feeling it. Man. He got the Legos. It might be worth some money or something.
He don't give a fuck about them Legos. He just wants them trains to roll.
No, I'm fucking with him now, man.
Yeah, he's a good kid.
Those his old shoes. I know he don't wear them no more. That old ass weak Tim, baby ass.
Those are the baby shoes, I
soft
think.
foot Tim.
Yeah.
Look like a soft foot Tim.
Uh.
You know what I'm talking about? A white bucket. That soft foot Tim. I know he don't wear them. Is that for your other baby? Oh, that's for the girl.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
That
those are
little
hers.
soft foot Tim looks sick.
All right, Harlan.
Yeah.
Let's wrap it up.
Let's wrap it up, man. Let's wrap it up. Wrap it up.
That was fun as fuck. Thanks so much for coming on.
Always.
Appreciate you.
anytime.
Yeah. Let me know how if I
Try
can
to
ever do
push
any.
you down with my man C's, man, so he
Oh,
could
that'd be
come tell
sick.
you the real, like, death
Dude, that'd be
row
crazy.
stories, and
I love that.
I'm sure you'd like to come do it. Plus, he's the one to do it. Like it's a no cap. You know what I mean?
Sick.
I'm gonna try to put C's on you, and you guys might be able to produce some shit. You
That'd
never
be
know.
insane. I hope you and I get to do a project together soon too, because you're right at the top of the list of people that I want on my album whenever it drops.
I didn't know
It's
you did production, so you gotta send me some shit.
it,
You
yeah,
know,
it's gonna be like I'll play you
I'll go right to Roscoe and send it to Germ, and it'll
yep,
be done.
yep, exactly. I'll send you. I'll play you one of the like ideas.